So the acronym WIFE. What do you think about it? Like I was thinking, because what I was thinking about was this, right? Like the conversation we was having downstairs, and we kind of
Right.
going back and forth. I had two ideas, right?
Why we should be recording this.
Okay, that's not the idea, but so the I had two ideas. One was like wife, right? And it's just basically it's not necessarily my wife, but it's just a woman's perspective, a conversation with a woman, right? Just so I was thinking wisdom, inspired, female, inspirational, what I said, expression. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of an acronym for
Expression.
wife, but even if that's not the acronym, but what do you think about using the acronym in general to kind of to capsulate or to encapture what we're doing here?
I think women who are not wives may feel a certain kind of way about that because they have a feminine perspective also, even
But
though they're not a wife.
But wife doesn't mean wife. It means wisdom inspired female
But a
expression.
female can express themselves and be wisdom inspired and not be a wife. So why I
It
gotta
don't
be
have to, but
wife?
it don't because that's just those words. The acronym is wife.
Why can't you do an acronym for woman?
It's too long.
It's not this one more letter.
It's not one more. How many letters in woman? Okay, come up with an acronym for woman then. Come up with an acronym for woman then.
I couldn't even come up with one for wife. I even come up with one for woman.
Talking to Mike. So
Wisdom.
on anyway, let me tell you my other idea. The other idea was this.
Oh Lord.
All right, so look, I was thinking this. Instead of doing like the wife thing, my old idea I had a long time ago, right?
Strippers and clippers.
No, good one. You've been around me too long. All right, so not strippers and clippers, but I was thinking, do the show. I'm always right. Where and so the premise is this is that I'm always right. Of course, I'm not always right, but I feel like I'm always right, and
Okay.
it's hard to not for me not to prove me wrong, right?
Okay.
Uh, so I'm always right, and so the whole thing is you come in to humble me.
You know that's not even.
But I think that's really what happens. You like seeing me humbled. You enjoy it. See, the thought of it brings you
No,
joy.
no,
Yeah,
no.
no.
I don't want to be like coming to the ring battle. That's not
It's
me.
that's
But
not.
I feel like that's how it's presented.
No,
Like
okay, you say this now.
I'm
Okay.
the reigning champ. That's you can
Well,
knock me out.
no,
Like
well, that's the thing. I think essentially that's what you do though. Like you always.
essentially that's how you view yourself.
No, no. That well, I do kind of move myself. I'm always right.
Heavyweight champ of the
Yeah.
world.
Okay, but the thing is, you always try to challenge me on stuff and try to humble me. I think whether it's intentional and unintentional, and so it's not like you got to come into the conversation with that attitude, but that's essentially what takes place
I feel
between
like
me and
that's what
you.
I'm being set up for.
What? Okay, who set
Set
you up for the
up.
conversation we had downstairs earlier? When we were
Mhm.
going back and forth. Now, and so everything you said, I'm like, I'm taking it and I'm showing you how I'm right about whatever, whatever it is, and you're giving your opinion. So in this situation, I'm always right,
Sure, darling.
and if I'm
I'll
not
come to
right,
the mic and shuck and jive for you. Why
shuck and
not?
jive. There you go. And what you mean? What does that mean, shuck and jive?
You're always right, but we can do this
But
dance
no, see, if
of
we
you being challenged
well
and you
we
win in the
well
end.
no well, we do it.
So let's. I
it's
mean,
it's not about me winning the end.
I will do
We,
this dance with you.
we do it anyway. We do it anyway. So
Okay.
all we're doing now is putting a title on it, right? And the thing is, I'm
Putting
always
a
right.
title on it and
But
putting it in front of the world to see.
yes, but this is righteous entertainment. We talked about. So, but it's not that I'm me. I'm always right. Whoever's right, you can still say I'm always right. So whether you're right, I'm right. I'm always
No.
right.
Who wants to say they're always right except for
No,
you?
it's not that you want to see. Everybody feel like
You
they right.
can, so you're always
Well,
right. I
first
don't
of all,
feel like I'm always
everybody feel like
right.
they always right.
It's not true.
Yes, it's true.
What you mean, like?
See, hey man, don't you see we on the air?
What you mean?
Make it quick. Make it snappy. Let's go. Can you play on your phone? What you want to play on your phone? Play what? Go learn the Ten Commandments first, and then we can play on the phone. Listen, you know where you gonna find the Ten Commandments at? Where in the Bible? Exodus chapter 20. Yes. Read the Ten Commandments. Read it. Let's say read it 3 times. All right, and then read it. Read it 3 times, and then try to say it from memory. And you don't have to say verbatim, but I need you to know the Ten Commandments. All right. You memorize the Ten Commandments. Then I'll let you play on your phone. All right. All right, what's the face? See, already. See, this is what I'm saying. This is it right here. This is it. This is where you challenge me. This is where you try to humble me and prove me wrong. You feel a certain kind of way about what I just told my son.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm
Yeah,
gonna try
it's
to
on your
humble you or
face.
prove you wrong.
It's on your
Nothing.
face. Go ahead, express yourself. What you thinking?
Just it's arbitrary. Just throwing stuff out there.
What?
I
No,
would,
no.
if I
What?
was a child, just be rolling my eyes like,
What do you mean
okay.
arbitrary? I've been talking about my son. I've been talking to my son about 10 Commandments like his whole life, and I even printed out worksheets. Don't forget, last week he did a whole worksheet about the 10 Commandments, and I got what 4 more in there for him. I
Okay.
got the 10 Commandments things for Aiden.
You
So
followed
it's
up with it.
huh?
You followed up with it.
Baby, we can't hear you.
I said, did you follow up with it?
Not today, but I'm doing it right now. Is
Okay.
this not?
So
Is
when
this?
this
Oh,
conversation gonna come up again?
okay, hold it. Is this not me following up with it right now?
No,
What?
it's not intentional.
It is intentional. You think I just
threw out
pulled?
there, go learn the Ten Commandments.
You think I just came up with it out of nowhere?
If he hadn't came and asked you about playing the game, would you have told him to do that today?
Yes, actually no. Actually no. What I would have done was pull out that worksheet, which was my intention earlier, and say, okay, here, sit down and do this worksheet. Just like because when Aiden was running around earlier and he was like trying to figure out, I'm like, you know what, I need to give him their worksheets because they ain't did it. I've been thinking about it all day. I just haven't did it. So no, I didn't just make this up on the spot. This is already on my mind. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your assumption. Assume. Why you always want to assume that I just be tripping? Like that's every time. Why you say that to him? Whether it's arbitrary. How? And I printed out worksheets last week. I sit there and showed you, and I got more stuff that I didn't even print out because you tell me I'm gonna use all the ink, which was the point. That's the purpose of it. So why you? It's arbitrary. What does that even mean?
I just,
Talking to the mic.
um, I appreciate you putting forth effort to teach them the Bible, to encourage them to go learn about the Bible. I just think that consistency is very important,
Agreed.
and
You're not in the mic.
consistency is very important, and um, both of us have not been consistent with Bible study with them and teaching them about the Bible. But yeah.
Yeah, but then when I do this, which is me trying to be consistent, me trying to create a routine and remind them every Shabbat about the 10 Commandments, memorize and learn the 10 Commandments, which I think is a good basis, a good foundation, and me drilling this in them over and over and again, I think, this is me trying to be consistent, trying to create a routine, and then you're like, well, why are you telling them to do the 10 Commandments? You just made up something. Like, I haven't been working toward this.
If this is your method and your style of doing it, then do you.
What, I feel like a backhand compliment. Hey, this show is what is it? I don't feel like I don't feel supported in my attempt to instill into my children the 10 Commandments. I don't feel supported right there. Yeah, of course I can do a better way. It can always be done better, of course. But you got to start somewhere. I thought you were doing something else. I was like, okay, I know people can't see you, but come on. But anyway. I'm just saying that's.
Okay.
Of course, I agree. I could be more consistent, better, and I plan to, and I'm working toward it. But it got to start somewhere.
And that's something we do need to discuss, because I do want to come up with a comprehensive, integrated plan for Bible study. Like, I want to do something with them every day, but I don't want to be overzealous and go too hard too fast.
So
Just start with something small so that we can be consistent with on a daily basis.
the 10 Commandments. Well, I think that's
Okay,
perfect.
that's fine.
I printed out the worksheets. I got
So
the
what
colors.
does that mean? I printed out the
I'm
worksheet.
making plans. That's what that means. I'm planning this out. What you're saying, I'm
Okay.
implementing. You're saying it, and I'm implementing it.
Okay, well,
And I'm
that's
saying
not
support.
what I'm saying, but
I'm saying support
okay.
what I got going is
It-
somewhere to start.
Okay. Okay.
So
But what I'm saying is I want us to come up with a concrete plan.
a concrete plan. What does that mean? A better plan
An
than what?
action plan. Not
Okay,
I printed worksheets.
Okay, so if I went on, I got color.
So
I
like
got
the
10
quiz. You want him to complete the quiz by Last week you gave him a quiz. You want to complete it by Saturday.
Right.
That didn't happen.
He did.
He didn't do it. Did he did the whole thing?
Yeah, I think he did. I'm almost sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, come on, because he came
Okay,
to me,
well,
showed it to me.
include me,
Huh?
please, and what's going
I
on.
did include you. When I printed out, I showed you what I had going
Okay,
on.
you showed
I
me.
told
But
you
then,
I
okay,
gave him. Oh, I gave him a schedule. I gave him a time. I told you. What else you want me to do? You want me every time he come show me? You want me to come show you?
I would like to know what's going on. I would like
I
to be
would
in
like
the
to
loop.
know what's going on too. I would like to be in the loop. Like you told me, what Fridays was YouTube Day or something. I didn't know that.
Okay, so you know what?
Yes, what?
I always say that we need to come up with a better method of communicating with each
You
other.
don't always say that.
I have said that several times, and so now I'm thinking, how do y'all do it at the schools? How do the schools communicate with parents?
Via email, class dojo, parent teacher conferences, report cards,
And then some other schools they
progress
have these
reports.
channel books, these specific notebooks they write to the children's parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
you're not doing that.
Well, first of all, I teach all day. I'm not gonna be here to do that.
No, I'm the teacher here. I will write down stuff.
Okay, so
I
let
will
me
make
know,
notes to keep. Yes, because
please.
there's. I
that
feel
would be
like I
great.
don't have an effective way to communicate with you about certain things.
You know what? I think might be a good.
An organized way of communicating with you about certain things.
I'm just shooting this out here. I think this might be good if you actually came to me and told me stuff. That might.
No.
No, you talking to me
Well,
on?
no. Listen. Okay, because I don't have the capacity in my brain to hold stuff, and then when I see you, recall it and then tell you. I tell you some things, but some stuff get lost. I'm just saying, I need a way where when it's on my mind, I can write it down. I can, or
So that you can come tell me this stuff.
so that you can read it, or I can tell you later.
Yeah.
But then have a time and place to tell you because I feel like it's hard to find a good
So
time and place to sit down with you and talk to you about stuff.
okay, great. I like it.
Because if I'm in the kitchen cooking and we talking about stuff, I'm not about to go get my notebook and then or
Can
whatever.
you stay there? Okay, but okay, I like it. I'm with you. Great
I'm
idea.
just saying what
No,
works
great.
for both of us.
Okay,
It doesn't work for me to hold my thoughts in my head until you come home and then I start talking to you.
understand
and then
that's realistic.
Stuff happens.
Hey,
And then
that's understood. That's a realistic.
stuff
That's
gets lost.
okay.
Because
I'm
that's
with
what
you.
happens.
I got you. That makes sense. I'm not.
It don't work for
I'm
me.
with you. I'm with you. That perfectly makes sense. So, in line with your idea, right? Let's just say Thursdays, Thursday nights because I don't have to go to work the next day. Thursdays is you bring me up to speed on the week, right? You got Sunday through Thursday. Y'all got school. Things are happening. At the end of the week, you just you fill me in on what took place on significant information. You take notes throughout the week, every day,
That works.
and then Thursday you tell me.
That's fine.
Okay, so boom,
Okay.
that works. So now, what about the Shabbat lessons and the biblical studies and whatnot? Because I would like for you to incorporate that in the weekly homeschool.
That is also what I would like to do.
So I was trying to point you in the direction when I found the websites, I found the information, I printed out some of it, and I was trying to share it with you. Say, look, this is some resources I found, and I even implemented the stuff. You know, it wasn't concrete, I guess, but I started implementing somewhere, just kind of give you a push start on it, and then all you have to do is follow up. That was my thing. It was more like an alley oop.
No.
No,
That was not.
Yes, it
It was
was.
like dump information and sort it out.
No, because I was the one following through with it. I didn't put it on you to do it. Mind you.
You just said it was an alley oop. You want me to make the goal?
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, but I did all the work. All I did was throw the. All you gotta do is push it through the hole. I just threw it up.
Okay, so explain to me. Push it through the hole. Do what? What you gave me?
Okay, so
Tell me.
I found the resources. I printed out the resources. I set the plan in motion.
Okay,
I
I
followed.
think our son is in danger. He's probably on a chair and can't get down. He needs somebody. He needs help.
What? Hey, Micah.
Mike is upstairs, or
Aiden!
not. Somebody's upstairs.
Somebody go check on Ransom.
Aiden's upstairs watching TV.
Why is he hollering? What is he hollering about? Is he okay? Check on him and see what he needs. He's stuck somewhere. No, that's how we got other children. We got these minions, and you overwork yourself. Use these children. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. You hear? He just wants somebody to acknowledge him hollering. Stop letting him run stuff. So But yeah, so the homeschool thing, that's ideal, right?
What's ideal?
Ideal, like what we just discussed. Like, okay, so we got the resources, and so I've kind of laid out a blueprint. I just need you to follow through, follow up, and continue
Okay, so
that.
I mean, you didn't lay me out a blueprint. Maybe you
I,
thought you
I,
did, but you didn't. You
I,
sent me a website. It's not a
I
blueprint.
didn't send you a website.
There's
First of all,
several websites, but that's like confusion. That's like a bunch of stuff.
I didn't. When I send you the website, the ones I printed from,
Well, you have sent me some in the past, but I thought you said that's. I thought that's
I
what you
showed them
just
to you.
said.
No, I showed them to you. You
Okay.
remember you came in here. I say, look,
Okay,
check
you
this
still.
out.
That's not giving me a blueprint.
That's not giving you the blueprint.
Okay.
What the blueprint was, I printed them out. I put them in a folder. I talked to them. I showed Micah his assignments. I showed Aiden his assignments. I gave Savannah her stuff, and then I followed through with them. So that's the blueprint. I printed it, put it somewhere. I gave them a timeline. I followed up with them. Now all you gotta do is continue that. That's the blueprint.
Continue that.
Yes.
So I guess I need a lesson plan. Uh,
Oh
so
my
you
goodness.
want them to. So you want them to complete these worksheets, and then what?
And we can discuss them on Shabbat. I'll
Okay.
discuss
So
it
you
with them on
want them to
Shabbat.
do that throughout the week, or
Yes.
because I thought you
That's
wanted
what we-
them to do that on the Shabbat. I
No,
didn't-
is that the
alright.
blueprint I laid out? What did we do last week? I said, Mike, you have a week to finish this.
That yes, but the other stuff,
What other stuff? That's it. That's all it was.
the coloring for Savannah, the story,
Yeah.
the
That's all.
worksheets
Now,
for
because
Aiden.
it's three. It's gonna be three different things because it's Mike.
I understand that.
So it's not
but
gonna be the same thing
I
for all
just-
of them.
I wasn't clear about all of. I just wasn't clear. I'm
Because
sorry.
okay, what did I do with Michael? What did I do with Aiden? What did I do with Savannah? Just repeat. Copy, rest, repeat. It's not
Okay, so for Savannah, there were 2 coloring sheets with the story to go with them. So
Right.
then after that, you want me to go on the website and print out some more coloring sheets, more stories.
yeah.
You want me to read the story to her while she's coloring. We discuss it. Like
Okay. Now, I mean, do you want me to think for you too and move your hand like
this
you?
is your plan, your vision.
But it's not.
I need your vision. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I'm.
It's not that like now you. I feel like you're overcomplicating it, and
Okay.
you're being difficult. Like
I'm seriously. No, I'm serious.
okay, but you teach them throughout the week. Like you can
Yes, and I have
use
a
some discernment.
curriculum.
It's a coloring worksheet with the story to go behind it. You can
It's 2
add-
stories and 2 coloring worksheets. Then what?
Oh, okay. Once again, you can use.
And I didn't know if you wanted her to do that on the Shabbat or during the week. I seriously
Okay, but
didn't know.
and you didn't ask either. And so is he about to knock the lamp over?
No, I was holding on to the.
Oh, so but all I'm saying is you have enough common sense to figure out how to implement a coloring page with a Bible story to match. You can
Okay.
like I mean you need me to tell you when and where how to do that, how to tell a
Is this
4-year-old.
for the Shabbat or is this for during the week?
That's a simple question. For the Shabbat, but
okay.
that's not a question
But
you
then
asked.
just said during the week.
For Micah, I
For
implemented.
Micah only.
How
Not for
it
Aiden?
don't take a week.
Okay, Aiden has several worksheets.
Okay, and we watched Aiden do it. How long did it take him to do the worksheet?
I don't know, baby.
It didn't take him, but maybe an hour, maybe
To do,
30
he didn't
minutes.
do all the worksheets, did he?
No, to do one, it don't take him that long. So that's something he can do on the Shabbat. It's not the same. Micah has a quiz with questions. He got to go in the Bible, read and research in his
Okay.
substance process,
I
and
need
he has to
everybody-
write.
everything laid out very clear and simple for me.
Which is I did that.
Okay, well,
I mean, you didn't
Maybe.
listen, you didn't pay attention, you didn't focus on it.
okay.
Then say that, but don't say I didn't
Maybe
give you the
that's
blueprint.
the case. So next time I need to write things down because once again my brain does not hold information like that.
Yeah, like speaking to the mic.
Okay.
You keep moving
It's a
and spinning.
habit, baby.
I
It's
know
a habit
it,
that I have not formed.
and I'm reminding you.
Thank you.
That's all I'm doing, reminding you. So, I mean, and that's all I'm saying. So, I gave you the blueprint. Let's just follow through. And there's nothing wrong with asking those questions, but I get defensive when you say, "Well, I need this, I need that. You didn't do this, you didn't do that." I'm like, I did those things.
Okay. Well, perception. I feel like you did and you feel like you did. So
But I showed you I did. I explained it to you just now. You don't agree? I mean, what did I just explain? Aside from
okay. So even like with the Micah, okay, so you wanted him to work on that throughout the week. I mean, I don't know. I just know what I'm responsible. Am I responsible for reminding him every day to do that, or he's supposed to do that independently, remind himself to do that? Are you gonna remind him to do that? Are you gonna follow up with him? Like, how's this work? I need to know what I'm responsible for.
You're the teacher.
Okay, so I'm responsible for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you was responsible for that.
For,
I
how,
thought you were sharing with me
how,
what you're doing,
how
but
how
I'm doing this.
okay,
I
but
need to know what I'm doing.
let's be practical. I get up at 5:45,
No,
6 o'clock in the morning.
that was when you were not working.
I
You
would
gave them assignment, you were not working, so I
right.
didn't
So
know.
then, so going forward, how am I going to do that?
Okay, going forward, yes.
Then what are you asking me?
Or you come home every night. You can follow up with him. Did you do your Bible reading today? Do you have any questions
I
about
can
it?
follow up. Yes, when I
mean,
get home.
you can
but
be the Bible teacher,
listen,
even though you work full time.
I am the Bible teacher.
You're
but
not, okay.
but I'm not the Bible teacher. Cause you about to say I seen it in your face. I mean, I ain't saying you don't teach the Bible too. I'm just saying I am the Bible teacher.
You're not the Bible teacher.
I am the Bible teacher. Yes, I am. You're not gonna take that from me.
You're not the Bible teacher to your children.
You're not the person. You can't. Nobody can hear what you're saying. You're not talking to the mic.
I said you're not the Bible teacher to your children. You're the Bible teacher to other people.
I am the Bible teacher to my children.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
You're the homeschool teacher. Of course, you teach them more than I do. You're with them 80% more than me.
Okay.
So I'm not taking nothing from you, but I'm saying you're asking about the follow up when I get home from work. But I'm saying throughout the day when I'm at work, you're here with them, and you're asking me who's supposed to implement the Bible lessons throughout the week. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. So come and say, I don't understand why you even asking me that. I feel like that's you just making it difficult.
Okay. Okay.
Because what's understood don't need to be said. Like it's clear that you're going to be the one here with them. You're the one teaching them. You just made the point. You teaching the Bible.
Okay, but once again, I feel like you threw a few worksheets out there, and then that was it. So then what? Like, you didn't give me a blueprint. You didn't give me a plan.
We right
what
back,
are we doing?
We right back to square one.
Like
we right back to square one. We just went through this. You're saying that, but that's not accurate. What you just said was.
Okay, so let's say hypothetically.
Hold on. Back up.
I went through all the stuff with them that week.
No. Stop.
Then
Stop. Let's do it one thing at a time. Because now you want to try to get away from it. See what you're doing. Because you just sit there and say like, hey, I printed out some worksheets and said, hey, look here, and I walked away. Is that what happened? No, I printed out worksheets. I looked up, I found some stuff, I found some good websites, and I shared it with you. Hey, check this out. And I printed out the worksheets. Then I went to my children. I said, okay, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. I found I went in the school area where you got everything set up.
You got them set up, working on their stuff.
I found folders to put it in. I gave them a routine. I gave them a routine. Then I explained to you what was going on. You saw it. You witnessed it.
You gave them a routine. What's the routine?
We'll get there. But I gave them a routine. I explained it to them. And then when they was working on the worksheet, I sat there with them. I went back and forth. Because at one point you came to me and was like, well, Micah don't know this and he don't know that. I'm like, well, I just sat down. I just explained to him. I went through this. I helped him with this. You were like, oh. Because once again, you're assuming I don't do none of this stuff. And so I just did all those things. And now you're saying again, after we just went through this 10 minutes ago, you're saying, well, you didn't give me a blueprint. But I did. I just explained the blueprint again. Everything I did. You make it seem like I just printed out worksheets and said, hey, look, do something with this.
Okay, well, maybe blueprint is the wrong word. Maybe we're not thinking of the
I mean,
same thing.
you remember when you came to the dining table when I had all the worksheets laid out and I had them separated for these are for Micah,
Yes,
these are
that's
for
not a
Savannah.
blueprint, baby.
No, I ain't say it was, but I'm saying you remember because you make it seem like all I did was print out the paper and I had everything separated and I went through all of it with you. I showed this is for this. This is gonna be the family games we can do. This is for Micah. This for and you said, well, Ada can do this too, and Micah he like these too. Yeah, but I want to have something for him, and something for her.
Okay.
And we went through this. We talked about this. But you're making it seem like I just printed out worksheets and just say, here, figure it out.
Okay, but to me, that's not a blueprint.
I didn't say that was a blueprint. I didn't say that was. I explained what the blueprint was because I did everything with them. I showed them the routine. I explained to them what I wanted to do. I followed up with them. Even when and we talked about excellence. We talked about pushing excellence to our children. So when Aiden left his paper on there, Savannah drew on it and put a hole in it, I say, I balled it up. Hey, this is not excellent. I can't take this. We got to start over.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I told them how to put their name on the top, the date, right?
Okay.
I went step by step with both of them, and then I sat down with Savannah and gave her something to do. And told her, babe, I want you to try to color in the lines, and then we can go through the story with her later.
Okay.
So I did everything. So when and I'm saying that is the blueprint, not me showing you on the tape, but what I did with them.
Okay, but I wasn't present for any of that. I see what you talking about. Savannah put a hole in Ada's paper and you bothered her. I don't know any of that. I wasn't present.
You were
I'm
present.
not aware of the blueprint. So, but then you say you expect me to implement the blueprint. I don't know what the blueprint is.
Okay, well then, okay. So now, okay, so this is where the gap came in at. But you keep saying I didn't give you the blueprint. We talked about because everything I did, I talked about with you. I discussed it with you. We sat down and we talked about what I wanted to do with this. Like we had that conversation. Now you didn't watch me step by step implement everything. That's okay, and that's fine. We can hash that out and go over that again. But don't keep saying I just printed out some papers and throw them at you.
Okay.
That's what I'm. That's what you keep. You print out papers and throw them at me. Not what happened.
Okay.
I'm being. You're assassinating my character.